Hello, everyone. I'm back again, and thank you for following me. If you are following me, if not, hit like down below and subscribe. Now, I know I haven't put another video up in a bit, so forgive me. But here's the deal: there's a lot going on with me, especially in my state of Oklahoma. If you haven't seen it in the news by now, then I know what to say. But our state is one of many states that has been put together a bunch of legislation and laws and all that stuff that they're hoping to pass or have passed that has been very discriminating towards a lot of people of all walks of life. Let's put it that way. And it's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. Sorry, I just got done cleaning up from dinner. Sorry. I got water in my beard. But it's very upsetting and disturbing the fact that politicians that the people have elected to represent us is creating such bigoted laws and legislature that's attacking the well-being of the people that put them in. Now, mind you, Oklahoma is a very conservative state. It is the belt buckle of the Bible Belt, for Christ's sakes. Okay? But, all due respect to the people that believe in said religion. But the legislation that they've been putting through is attacking people on a personal level. On a personal level. You know, whether it be the LGBT community, whether it be women's reproductive rights, or just children or minorities for that matter. It is the reason why I say minorities and all that stuff is because, like every other red state in the country, they are decided to redivide the districts to stack the deck in their favor next time there's an election. Make it more difficult for those who have voted against their constituents or against their agenda, more difficult for them to go vote. Whether it be distance voting, less voting areas in certain districts, or none for that matter. Good Lord Almighty. You know, I don't see why it's such a big deal. Okay? Let's start with the women's reproductive rights, or Roe versus Wade. The right for a woman to choose to have an abortion. Let's break something down for a minute, okay? First of all, that's the individual's right. It's their body, their right. They can choose what is best for them. It doesn't mean that everyone that's affected by it is going to jump out and go get an abortion. That's not the point of Roe versus Wade, for the most part, is to guarantee a woman's right for proper health care. Okay? A lot of these clinics that provide services don't just give them just that. They give them options. A lot of people don't do their fucking homework. They give them options and choices and all that. And if it's a last-ditch resort, then they resort to that. But no one thinks about that. They think we're saving lives and stuff like that. If you really think you're saving lives, you're sadly mistaken, because you're focusing on forcing a woman to give birth to a child that she, one, probably doesn't want or probably cannot have. And there's always legitimate reasons why women that choose to go that route. Okay? But let's talk about the thousands and thousands, probably millions of children that are homeless or lost in the foster system, have no homes, have no parents, have no family or no structure whatsoever. They're wanting a mom and dad. They're wanting a home. They're wanting stability in their life. You know what happens to them when they get to be 18? They get dumped out on the street. Here in Tulsa, that was the case for the longest time. Once you turn 18 in the foster care system, in a boys' home or whatever, they give you $20 and some bus tokens, and they kick you out in the street without no help whatsoever to prepare them for the world outside as an adult. Nothing. And a lot of these kids end up having mental issues, depression, and other psychosis that was brought on from years of being put through all that with that kind of abuse. Yet you have people wanting to huff and puff because a woman is trying to do the right thing for herself and for that child that she obviously cannot have. So if she cannot have that child in any way, shape, or form, you're going to put her through the mental anguish of trying to have that child and risking her to her own health, mentally and physically, just for that child to go through what that other child went through? That's horseshit. What these pro-lifers need to fucking worry about is those kids mixed up in the system. If you're all about pro-life, go help those kids out. Adopt them. Give them a home. Give them structure in life, you know? That's all they're needing. If you're truly pro-life, save the kids that are lost in the system. Don't worry about what these individual women are trying to do for themselves. Because they're trying to go out and do the right thing and get medical help. Are any of you pro-lifers a medical expert? Do you know what the fuck you're talking about? No? Then shut the fuck up. All you guys out there in those protests, thumping your Bibles and stuff, or all you guys out there at state capitol, do you have a uterus? Can you have babies yourself? No? Then shut the fuck up. Leave these women alone. Quit attacking them. You know, this is fucking retarded. The fact that our own politicians are attacking women, the LGBT community, everyone. They're literally attacking everyone to fit their own agenda, their own perfect utopia. You know, they're literally banning books in schools. They're censoring what people can and cannot teach to the kids in school because their own fucking propaganda of, you know, like, here's a good one. One state senator was trying to push a bill to put the Bible in curriculum in school as a historical, you know, deal. No. There's separation of church and state for a reason, okay? That's discriminating. That's discriminating flat out. And people going to be like, why is that discriminating, Thomas? Well, let me explain. If only one religion could be expressed to the masses within a church or a government facility and stuff like that, then all religions should be represented. And if they're not represented fairly, then none should be represented at all. And it said in the Constitution, and in all that lovely little tidbits, that no church should be represented by the state, which means no affiliation through the government or any state-held facility would represent any religious body, period. That way it would not be corrupted one way or the other by someone's biased opinion. Right now, everything's getting corrupted by people's biased opinion. Well, I'm calling bullshit on a lot of this stuff. See, they're taking away books that when I was growing up, it was required reading during junior high and high school. Now they said they can't talk about it, can't read it because of the sexual innuendo, sexual content, and gay content, and all this other shit. Shakespeare, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Outsiders, all those books and then some help kind of point out things, educate us, both in culture and literature, and to be a bird's eye view on society then and now. You know, parroting the issues that was at hand. So, by doing that, it's almost similar to what the Nazis did in World War II. Because the Nazis, they went through towns, through bookstores, libraries, you name it. They ripped out anything that they deemed unfit and burned all that shit. Any artwork that resembled anything that was untasteful or not true to the cause, they burned or destroyed. Unless Hitler thought it was, I'll say that wasn't for medicine, which he did. I'm big on history, even weird history, people. And weird thing about it is we are repeating the same old shit we went through over 100 years or more. And why? Why? Because we allowed a failed reality TV show star win the presidency and use that as his own little plaything. And by him being in power, he played off of everyone's long buried pre-existing prejudice. And he played off of everyone's hatred to a T. And now everyone is drinking the Kool-Aid. Now everyone doesn't want to put their sheets back in the closet, so to speak. Listen, I'm born and raised in Oklahoma. As much as I hate to admit it, especially now, but this has got to stop. Really. We cannot allow these people to fuck with our livelihoods, fuck with our children's education, and fuck with our health care. Because you gotta understand, this trickles down and will continue to trickle down until we stop it completely. Because right now, the Republicans are making it extremely difficult for any progress to be made. And they're doing so by cogblocking the Democrats from making anything promising and legitimate go through and make things happen. At the same time, they're trying to steamroll their hateful agenda through as well. So try to get that passed. Democrats are spitting out a big game saying we're going to do this and we're going to do that, but when it comes time to pull the trigger, they can't do it. They'll give us a little bit here and there, but it's not enough. They're not being hard asses like they said they are and standing up to the Republicans who are being a bunch of fascist little pricks, which we know they are. No one is getting anything done. And state to state, everyone's going the same shit my state's going through. Yet my governor, I call him Governor Shithead, okay? But Kevin Stitt or Kevin Shit or Shithead, whatever you want to call him, he's full of shit is what it is. Mishandled government funds to help people with the COVID-19 assistance. Misappropriated funds, and when they come asking for it, well, what'd you do with the money? I don't know. So he goes try to strong arm the tribes. Tribes don't like it. They put him in his place. He gets butt hurt. And now in his campaigns, he's trying to fucking, take jabs at the tribes and all that stuff. Take jabs at other people and stuff. When he is in the wrong. He made the state a lot worse than what it already has, especially after him signing that anti-abortion deal and several other things that he signed that would fuck with our livelihood. Our state is already almost at the bottom of the list of being the worst states in America, bar none, especially with education. I remember a few years back, people were protesting for better pay and better conditions for school teachers. They were promised that. Everyone felt that they won. Then Governor Stitt comes in. Not a goddamn thing happened. These teachers are out there struggling as it is. And then the pandemic hit. They're saying fuck it and either dipping out of state or just retiring altogether. Don't you see how fucked up it is nowadays? I know this is just a rant and all, but I'm speaking truth. I'm a single parent. I'm seeing this shit firsthand. I have friends and family that are going to be affected by all these legislative decisions that they make, and all these new laws are going to be passing. It's going to be affecting everyone I know personally. And why? Why can't they just mind everyone's own fucking business? Take all that time, taxpayers' money and effort, instead of focusing on individuals and their personal lives and what they do behind closed doors or what they discuss with their doctors. Get the fuck out of their business and start focusing on shit that needs to be done. Like providing better health care for our state. What about improving our school system and our school education? I mean, you guys have the money for that, right? Fuck, I mean, the 5 civilized tribes of Oklahoma, with all their casinos and smoke shops and all that stuff, and all their resources that they put into the state, over several billions of dollars a year. But yet, our school system is still failing as a whole state. But yet, you need more money for the schools. I see where that money's going for them schools is not for education. It's for fucking football fields and stadiums and basketball courts and all this shit. I drove by several schools and seen their football fields. They might as well be NFL grade football stadiums, okay? Where the fuck is the educational purpose behind having such a big ass football field? There's high schools I've been to and I drove by that were content with just a field and a field goal. That's it. Maybe a few bleachers out there, maybe some fucking folding chairs. They're cool with that. But they don't have fucking shit in their schools. The textbooks that they have for the kids here in the state, the ones that my son has, that he reads out of, are incomplete. The books are incomplete. He'll go to the end of the section in his history book, and we'll ask him questions that he needs to answer from the chapter he just read. But when you double back in that chapter, it does not talk about the subject it's asking about. So you have to Google it. You have to look online. You have to figure that shit out the hard way. What's the fucking point? Billions of dollars go into the state and they can't do anything decent for these schools. And now they're wanting to fucking censor history, if you will. Reword things. Make things a little bit more nicer and quaint. I'm sorry. You want to teach history to our children. Don't censor it. Tell them the ugly truth. Because if they don't know, they're going to repeat it. That Pepsi. I'm almost out of time with my video, but I'm going to close with this. My fat ass been in this state for so long. I've seen so many whores. And I'm telling you, people need to mind fucking business. Stay out of other people's livelihoods. You don't like the fact that someone's choosing to go to the abortion clinic? Doesn't mean they're getting an abortion. They're probably just talking and trying to get their information. But either way, if you don't like what the person decides to do with themselves and their own body, that's your opinion. Keep it to your fucking self. No one's asking you. But that's their business. And you should butt the fuck out. So, all you people going out there protesting for pro-life, trying to push your fucking agenda through, fuck shit up for everyone else, shut the fuck up. Take your Bible and your opinions and go the fuck home. As for everything else, for people that are attacking the LGBTQ community, why? Is your personal life so fucking boring and uneventful that you have to fuck with the gays so much? Is it the fact that your sex life's so fucking boring and you're jealous that the gays have more options and more fun than you do? That is a question to be asked. Is it because secretly deep down inside you wish to have so much gay fun as everyone else that you're so upset and flustered and all that, you have to be a bully about it? Because deep down inside you think you might be gay too. Despite all the Hail Marys and Holy Our Thous that you may spit out and say, you might be gay too. And as far as the people who want to fucking huff and puff about what we teach our kids into schools, will it be the, critical race theory or specific forms of literature and all that and stuff, I must say this. If you're so dead set onto creating another ignorant bigot out of your own child, then do so on your own time. The whole point of going to school is to be open-minded, to absorb information, to learn, to grow, and to interact with your peers. To help build your child up to become a social butterfly, to learn and observe his surroundings, his culture, and the education that the teachers bring forth. So they could be a better person when they become an adult and leave the school structure. But when you want to say, no, here, you read this, Junior. Remember, Jesus did everything. You want to keep your kids dumb and ignorant and hateful. Then keep them the fuck home and teach them whatever you want to fucking teach them. But don't fuck up everything for everyone else and for their children. Because that's what you're doing. So, you little Republican, right-wing, fanatical Nazi bastards can go take a flying leap. Because I'm so sick and tired of all your Kool-Aid drinking bullshit. This shit has to stop. And hopefully people can be observant enough by November to know who to vote for, know who's going to really truly make changes, and make an effort to go out there for us. I'm Thomas Johnson. Thank you for joining me in my little rant. I know it's been a while, but I'll be back with some more videos as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye.